Hello, hello, hello. This is attorney Mike Gravel coming to you from Chicago. As usual, I got a really fun one this morning. I actually had a different clip lined up. If I get really inspired, I might even do two today. But this was sent to me by Denise Ropan. I hope I'm saying that right. She also sent me one the other day, which I sent to OSG, and then I did a stream on it anyway. So she sends me good stuff, but it's Judge Marable losing his mind for good reason. It's a really interesting clip. It is, and I'm also going to need a ruling from y'all. I add a little bit at the end when they call the next case, and I think there's been an attitude adjustment by Katrina, his clerk. Tell me what you think when we get there. I could be wrong, but she drops a sir on him, and I don't imagine her doing that like a couple of weeks ago. And if so, that's good. If so, that's good. That's to her credit. So Denise Ropan is responsible for this Law Talk with Mike Nooner here. I don't know if she's around, but she's the one who sent it to me. It's good stuff. Let's get going.
Okay, let's go back on the record in City of Flint versus Brianna Nicole Broach. Probably. Could be. We'll see.
Give me a clue. Okay.
Okay, so Mr. Wheaton, have you had a chance to talk to Ms. Broach?
I have, Your Honor. She was sentenced February 28, 2022 by herself. $650 in fines. And there was a note there if she were to complete her GED by the date, the fines would be waived. She has not done that.
Did she enroll in a GED program?
She did not.
You have your GED, ma'am?
No.
Did you enroll in a program?
No.
Pardon me?
No.
Have you enrolled in a program since this case has been going on since Excuse me, don't talk over me. Have you enrolled in a program since the case started in 2012? Is that right? No. So what have you done on this case that I asked you to do at all?
Oh, no, I did it again. All right, sorry about that. A little housekeeping here. We got the attorney at the podium who gets out of hand as this goes, and I wanted to give you a little background on the case in case you couldn't hear the audio like you couldn't hear me right there because I was muted. Well, make sure I'm not muted on my mic as well. All right, the defendant has had this case kicking around for 10 years. The judge gave a deferred sentence, and all he wanted her to do was get a GED, and he was going to dismiss the whole thing. Also, China Brown to the right here, I don't think has any relationship to this case whatsoever.
Paying the fine.
You didn't pay it.
I'm gonna need some more time to pay the rest of the fine.
But that was an either or. If the thing said if she gets her GED, read it.
I read it.
Fines will be
Read it
waived.
since 2012, Mr. Wheaton. I'm done reading it. She's had every opportunity to, get this done.
She needs more time, Judge. She's working now. She's employed.
Where do you work, ma'am?
I Family Dollar.
Which one?
And my boys.
Morris Family Dollar.
Family Dollar.
What days do you work?
It's random.
This week.
I ain't get the schedule yet.
Pardon me?
I don't work the rest of this week.
Oh, okay, good. Anything else? Mr. Wheaton, this case has been going on since 2012. I tried to work with Ms. Gross. You can see how many times the case has been up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 times. Okay? Tried to work with Ms. Gross for years to do something that would be good and positive for her. When she got this case, she was, doing her own thing, didn't bother her to go into, an illegal booze joint and all this kind of stuff. She was younger. She's older now, and the dime hasn't moved. Okay? And the fact of the matter is this. When I try to work with people to improve their lives, and they basically spit in my face, more or less.
My life is improved
Ma'am, stop interrupting me. I'll let you talk.
I mean, just not reading the room. He's on a rant, a justified rant. He really did do everything a judge can do to help her. And she didn't take it. Now he's complaining about it for 30 seconds. It's also his time to talk. And she interrupts him. Oh, Lord.
I'll let you talk. When they basically spit in my face, and, at that point, it's kind of like, well, it's not at that point, I mean, people don't have to improve their lives or do anything that they don't have to, I guess, all right? But at the same time, when there's a court order to do something, pay a fine, take the GED class instead of paying a fine, or in the alternative, jail time, there has to be a consequence when you let this go as it has gone.
Well, the order wasn't entered till February of this year. Why are you going back to 2012?
Because when I entered the
Oh, this attorney gets so obnoxious. You can say the order was entered, that you can point that out. But what he's referring to is the history of the case, and that he was trying to help her for 10 years. I understand it completely. I can't believe, I would never, ever make an argument in that tone to a judge like that, especially one that's got such a great counter argument sitting there. It's unbelievable to me.
The original order back in 2012, the condition was that if she got the GED, I was going to, the case was going to get dismissed. You reviewed the file. That's true, correct?
Yeah, that was an option. She didn't do it. She's here today saying I didn't do it.
Where is she?
I owe the fines. Give me time. I'll pay it. The last order I looked at was 2/28 this year.
Well,
so you reiterated, if you sentenced her back then in 2/12 to that, you continued it. And I understand what the court.
It was a delayed sentence. It was a delayed. It was a delayed sentence. It was a delayed sentence. If she'd done that, the case was going to get dismissed. She didn't show up for the original sentencing date. You're going back to February of this year. Go back to December of 21. Okay. That's when I came to the conclusion that she wasn't going to do it. So I accepted the plea. So
I understand, Judge. I don't mean to interrupt. I understand that.
Okay.
Yeah, you do.
But I read that what you wrote is an option. $650 in fines, and then you write if. If means you have an option. If you get your GED, fines will be waived.
Okay.
Didn't say anything about the case being just.
This is a horrible, horrible argument he keeps making. He's saying, and that it's true to the extent that he sort of characterizes the order. Either get a GED or pay $650 in fines. Okay, that's good as far as it goes. Your client did neither. They did neither one. And he's acting as if he's got the judge in a corner. It's unbelievable to me.
Dismissed. It says they'll be waived.
No, originally the case was one of those pleas, delayed sentence deals where the case gets dismissed on the date of sentencing if they complete the terms of the delayed sentence. And Mr. Wheaton, that was what we were doing in 2012, okay? And we still even do it today. She has said, I haven't enrolled in all this time. And basically, you know, she's had from February, we're now the 1st of August, I guess. You know, nothing.
Your Honor, I get your point. Believe me, I do. But I don't think it's fair. You changed your order. Whatever you did in December of 2021 and whatever you did in back in 2012, on February 28th of this year, you entered an order saying, pay the fine, we'll waive it if you get your GED. And I know you were hoping she would.
Yes, the case is up 17 times. You enter orders each time when a case is up. He didn't change the order. He did. That's the most recent order. But the overall scheme has always been the same. Get a GED, and this all goes away. 10 years, she didn't do it. Don't yell at the judge about it.
She didn't. Maybe she should have. But based on your order,
She didn't even enroll in a class, Mr. Wheaton.
but based on your order, she now owes $650.
You know what?
And she's standing here telling you, I acknowledge I didn't do what I could have done to get rid of the fines and costs, so I will pay the fines and costs if you give me some time to do it. And then
Yes, if you give me some time. You see, that's discretionary with the judge. And you just admitted it right there. She's had 10 years. She hasn't done either of the things that would dispose of this case. He's got free reign to do whatever he wants.
if she doesn't have it paid by then I nor anybody else will be able to come up here and justify her not paying the fines and costs. So
Mr. Wheaton, I mean, we could go into even a discussion of, you know, where was she from 2015 to 2021? I mean, you know, we could have that kind of a discussion, that she basically, you know,
We sure
let
could.
it get into Warrant. And the only reason she was here in December of 21 is because it was in Warrant.
Well, I was here because I had got arrested.
Yes, on the warrant. On the warrant, absolutely.
I didn't.
You didn't come here on your
Not
own. You came here, the sheriff brought you here.
Everybody that pulled me over let this slide. That's why the prolonged for 10 years.
Hi, this is Frankie with the Sovereign Citizen Patrol, and I'd like to remind you to please hit like and subscribe, or I'll be personally offended.
Well, whose responsibility? Wait a minute. That falls on you. Isn't that your responsibility? If the sheriff or the cops let you slide when you get pulled over and they say, ma'am, you got a warrant, you need to go check on it, and you don't check on it, doesn't that fall on you?
that is not why she was arrested. That's what she's trying to tell you.
Okay.
Arrested for something else.
What was she arrested for? Is it something I should even consider?
No.
I don't know, but you asked how she got here.
We
That's
don't
how
deal
she
with
got
felony
here.
charges.
Oh, the attorney. Well, she was arrested on something else. And then she says right here it was a felony. Obnoxious and not bright.
So,
Okay.
and that's getting dropped down to a misdemeanor.
Yeah, Judge, it was a felony, but it's being reduced to a misdemeanor because I'm pleading guilty to it. Oh, okay. Well, then I should totally, be more lenient with you on this. What is going through their brains, both her and her attorney?
So now you got another misdemeanor on your record.
No, because it's going to get taken care of. Everything that
No. This one here.
I'm taking care of all my stuff.
You could have had you could have gone without this misdemeanor on your
I
record.
didn't own the club. I didn't work there. I wasn't doing nothing but in the club. But you want me to pay a $650 fine or get a GED because of a club that they didn't have a liquor license.
Your Honor,
What club was it, ma'am? Do you even remember?
The Maserati, guess where it's at? The man is dead. and the club is closed down.
Well, it seems to me that I heard you say this a long time ago,
I did
and
not.
you're just trying to, kick the can down the road, and I'm done. I really am. What else do you want to tell me?
We've said
I'd like to
everything.
see that.
Well, I want to give her a chance to talk. She's,
You know what you're gonna do. Why are we sitting here arguing? Well, we've asked you for 60 days to pay the fine. If she doesn't do that, then that's on her, and you can put her in jail then if you wish.
I got two.
I think
He can put her in jail right now, my friend.
we should only deal with the order that was entered in February. You did not
I am.
order her to
I
get
am.
a GED.
I am dealing with it because look, here's the thing that's so bad about it. Everybody else is given deadlines to do this, that, or the other thing. And wow, you could have had 0 fines. You could have had no record whatsoever had you, done what the court asked you to. And you had from 2012 to 10 years, my goodness. 10 years. So, it's not, it doesn't wash with me. If you really cared about doing something about this, have you paid anything on it?
I have money today. You're not listening to nobody but yourself.
She's got.
Well-
I paid some today, and I need more time to pay the rest. That's $650. My rent $800. My consumer's $200. I got 3 kids
I'm
to take care of.
I'm going to help you out. I'm going to help you out.
I just want to pay the fines and costs to get this over with. Putting me in jail ain't gonna do nothing, because even though I'm in jail, what I'm gonna get? Not a GED, not a diploma when I get out, still not gonna
No, but you know what? It's not about what it does for you
What is it
at that
What
point.
do you want
At
me
that
to
point, listen, putting you in jail,
do? It's gonna do nothing, just another black
No.
girl in jail.
I don't control everybody who's in the.
Oh, this is beautiful. Judge is too permissive, generally, in my opinion. He's a nice guy, but he does not like any of this stuff, and I think he does the right thing here today. But he does not like her playing the race card to him at all.
Jail, man. And race has nothing to do with it. Race has nothing to do with it, man. It's not working. See, look at your attitude. Come back up into the podium.
You're frustrating me because
I don't care. I don't. You know what, ma'am? Ma'am, you're frustrating me because I tried to do something. I tried to do something to help you, and I misjudged you. I never would have gone along with that deal 10 years ago. I misjudged you, and you're basically the same person as you were every time I've seen you.
How is jail gonna change anything?
It's not. It's
Based
not.
on your observation.
It's not.
So
It's
you're
not.
just here to punish.
Jail isn't going to change anything.
jail.
But the fact of the matter is,
Unbelievable.
jail is the last stop on the tour.
Okay. and
If
it
people
doesn't benefit
choose,
anybody.
if people choose not, if people choose, listen, there has to be a consequence. Because the fact that Mr. Wheaton and Miss Broach, here's the deal. It's got to be a consequence. You see, look, there are people who come to this courthouse every day, who pay their fines, who do whatever it is that's expected of them. And they do that because they know that if they don't, there's a consequence. So at this point, I have failed in my judgment of what I thought she would be willing to do. It's a failure in my judgment. We've all failed. I'll accept that blame. I'll accept that blame. But at a certain point, it becomes about what's fair to everybody else. Because if other people do what they're supposed to do, you can't just kick the can down the road. That's how it is. So listen, we're gonna end. If she's got anything else to say, let me know.
For the record, there was no requirement for her to get a GED based on your order in February.
No.
No,
If she got-
that's the last order entered.
Well, has she paid the money?
So if you're doing.
How much is she
I
paying
want the
today?
record clear.
How much is she
that
paying
she
today?
didn't- She,
I can pay $240 today.
Yeah, they both deserve contempt. Both her and the attorney absolutely deserve contempt. But I kind of see why he didn't do it, and he brings the hammer in his way.
And I need more time on the wrist.
that's beneficial.
To who?
Well, to the county, they get money.
I'm not a revenue producer
You
for the
put
county.
in
That's not my
jail,
job.
how's that beneficial?
That's not my job, is to produce revenue for the county. You can't possibly think that that's what I'm here for. It's not. It's to do what's fair. It's to do what's fair. It's not fair to everybody else if she gets away with doing this for 10 years. It's just not.
What did I do?
I would doubt there's anybody in this courtroom that feels about what you just said.
It doesn't matter.
What did I do? I was doing.
You are not.
It's a remand. It's a remand. It's a remand.
Do nothing. Where'd it go?
Okay. Anything else before
See, that's why, because he knew what he was going to do. Although that attorney really, well, wow, he's crossed the line in a big way. But he knew he was going to remand her, and that's what he said. It's a remand. It's a remand. So he's putting her away for a little bit. I mean, this is traffic stuff, but she's earned it.
she can keep her $240. I don't want her. She can keep the $240. I want her to pay her rent. I don't want her to lose her house or apartment or anything like that. Okay? I'm going to sentence her to 3 days in the Genesee County Jail, and that'll resolve the issue. It's over. Have a seat in the jury box, ma'am. Thank you very much. Have a seat in the jury box.
Serious? Why I just can't?
Don't curse in my courtroom.
Okay,
You're going to be found in
but I
contempt.
can't afford
Have a
nobody.
seat. Have a seat. Don't curse in here, or I'm going to find you in contempt.
Please make a phone call for 3 days and
Deputy, please take her out and we'll bring you the paperwork.
Okay,
If she needs to make a phone call, you let Katrina know. We'll get a phone
Can
call.
you just please just let me get some more time, please?
You got 3 days time. There you
No,
go.
Please, I
It's
cannot
over.
have kids.
It's over. It's over.
Can you please just
It's over.
come on? This is crazy. Can you just please just talk to me? Please. My kids though. I can't do it. It's just
Okay, what's ready?
The city attorney and the attorney and defendant are on Zoom. City
What did you say?
attorney, defense attorney, and defendant are all on Zoom, sir,
Okay,
for that case. Go ahead.
this is people of the city of Flint versus.
Did you catch that? She tells the judge. She said they're all on Zoom, sir. So I think Katrina's gotten a message. I do, and I think that's good. I think that's good if she treats him with a little more respect. I would imagine she's either seen videos from here or OSG, if not both. But that's good, and I think the judge ultimately did a very good job. He was not having this. He was not taking excuses. He puts her in jail for 3 days, which is not outrageous, but she needs to know there's a consequence. He nailed it. He wasn't taking any of her BS excuses. The attorney should probably be held in contempt of court for his actions, if you ask me. But I understand why you wouldn't do that. And he does send the attorney's client to jail. And while she certainly deserved contempt, he knew he was going to remand her on this. So at that point, so you're going to remand her and then attack contempt onto it. I mean, you could just tack more days onto the sentence. Probably the fact that after 10 years she ends up doing 3 days in jail is sort of punishment for all the contempt and disrespect along the way. It's certainly well within his discretion. It is certainly well within the bounds of what's going on there. So it makes all the sense in the world to me. But that was a wild one. Thanks again, Denise, for sending that to me. Like I said, I might, if I get inspired, even do another one. Hopefully, I'll remember to turn on my microphone. I don't know what the deal is. There are two mute buttons, one on the microphone and one on the computer. I need a pre-flight checklist to make sure I've got that cleared, which I did. Oh well, whatever. Thank you all for coming out. That was a lot of fun. I really appreciate it.